Hello,
Hi.
friends. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, good wherever you are. I was absolutely not scrambling to get the URL list done because I found out that it didn't save earlier. But I got it done while doing the intro. Story of my life. When the pressure is on, I get things done. That's how I do it. David, how have you been? What are you doing? How's life in St. Louis, Missouri?
It's one day it's about to snow, and then the next day it's shorts weather. I guess if you're a shorts person, you strike me as a shorts person, Gerald.
Me? Oh, that's where you're very wrong. Okay, so last month you insulted my MVP jacket.
Did
Now you're
I?
gonna, yeah. Well, no,
I
actually, it
mean,
was
it's
helpful.
probably better to list the months I don't insult the MVP jacket.
If you didn't watch last month, which you obviously did, whenever I go out to travel to things, and it's about time again, May is going to be amazing. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I have a jacket from when I was a Microsoft MVP because it has a pocket like right here that fits all of my important stuff, my passport, my wallet, my everything. So I stuff that in here. It has a zipper so I can just lose my coat, I can just grab it, and everything that's important is right there. But last month David confessed to me, to us, to the world, that he didn't like it. He did not like it. The reason, however, was good because it didn't make my curves come out nicely. I think that was the reason. That's the reason in my head. Anyway, just to for now, I'm not a shorts person. I rarely wear shorts. I don't know why. I don't have a great reason for it because my calves are amazing. I just don't. I don't know.
Uh,
Anyway,
you need a pants cam so that we can judge these things.
hands cam. Something for next month. Absolutely. We're joined today by Nick Kovalsky. Do I say that correctly?
Yes, just say
Nikolai.
Nick. That's enough. Right.
Perfect. Just Nick. Just Nick. Hi, Nick. I think we know you better online as Taublast, right?
Yes, that's right, Gerald. I invite you because for me, shorts, that's not the thing. Unfortunately, I have
Are
nice
you in?
legs, but tiny. So
But you're in Serbia, is that right?
I'm on my way.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a bit nomadic right now.
Oh,
And
perfect,
say,
perfect, perfect. So you can just go wherever the shorts weather is. That's much better.
yes, that's
That's
it.
much better. Awesome, awesome. I see a lot of people here in the chat. Hello, hello, or Brad. I've seen you a bunch of times as well. George, always good to see you. Someone, I am a Microsoft MVP, but I don't have a MVP jacket yet. I was an MVP in like 2016. They were giving them out then. I don't know what the story is now, but maybe it was limited edition. But I do have two using Microsoft Maui shirts. Yes, there is. I've set them up. The design is something that is out there in the open. I put it on a Bonfire, which is a site that kind of like prints these shirts on demand. And everything that I make from it goes to charity, of course, minus the cost that they need to print from it. I will find the link if people in the chat are like, I need that. Let me know. I will find the link. Or maybe Andy, although people posting links that are not kind of like admins probably get banned. So cool. All right. So before we dive into the amazing stuff that Nick is going to show us, because I already see someone here, SkiaSharp, Rust, oh my goodness, all these kind of cool things. We're going to see all of that. But before that, we have some updates from the community. David, are you on chat duty? Are you going to share the screen? And I going to share the screen?
You're the late to the party URL list guy. I don't have any tabs
All
open. What are you
right.
talking about?
All right. On the risk of not preparing anything on my Windows, window, there we go. There we go. Oh, and we need to bring it up. Boom, professionals. Okay, this is actually edit mode. Let's see if I can get it into my lists. Go
Publish
here.
it.
Nope.
Publish it. Publish
Yeah,
it.
that's what I did. That's what I forgot earlier. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Because it just has to the whole UI looks like whenever you kind of like edit it, it's done. But it's not. You have to press publish. Anyway, here it is. Let me put it in the chat for all of you people because David is not even in the chat. I have to do everything here. That's fine. If that's the case, I'm also going to be the first presenter right here. So we got a bunch of things. Let's start with a couple of releases. And the first one is here. SR6 And this has a whopping 242 commits. I'll zoom in for you a little bit. So this is .NET 10, .NET MAUI 10, SR6, 10.0.60 with so many fixes, you wouldn't even believe it, right? Like we put so much in here. Much of this made possible by Copilot, NAI, and all the things. I think if you go to Agentic, there you go.
Gentic, yeah.
Yeah, engineers.net. Put that in the chat as well. You can follow our journey. We put blogs in here, open source. I don't even know. Oh, this links to the website source, I think. And we have a PR dashboard, which in this case is the most interesting thing in the world. It tracks all the repositories that support .NET MAUI and, of course, .NET MAUI itself. So Mono SkiaSharp, which we'll see in a little bit, hang it there. .NET Android, .NET Mac iOS, and .NET MAUI with all the good things there. And you can see right here around February, we started picking up steam. And here in March, we had a little peak. It's dying down a little bit just because we ran out of issues and PRs to look at. So, okay, maybe that's not true. But
watch your mouth.
No one's watching anyway. It's fine. So we got like, if you can look here, like you can see the numbers rise. And then in March, we kind of like effectively doubled whatever we did in the months before we had Copilot, BC, before Claude. So we're having lots of fun here, either with Copilot authored, right? Like if you look at the numbers, if you compare these, it's kind of like 50% here, 50% merge PRs. No, sorry. This is 100% merge PRs, and then 50% of that is also authored by Copilot. And then we also, on the other end, have like a reviewer that is AI powered, Copilot powered as well. So lots of good stuff here, which led to the beefiest service release that we have seen yet. Much more to come there.
And when did we launch that?
I think
Last week?
it says last week. Yeah. So April 29. So yeah, that's last week.
And with all that AI action in there, the world didn't
explode.
Didn't
It's not on fire.
end. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's possible to do good things.
Actual, yeah. Or is it all just an hallucination? Anyway.
Well, I want to know. I want to know what Nick thinks about all this AI MAUI things. Are you gonna be mad at us? Is this okay?
Not at all. Not at all. Contrary. I saw the new MAUI dev flow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we're touching myself now.
No.
I mean,
so we'll get to that a little bit. I was just going to bring up, like, I don't know, but this thumbnail and this one right here, pretty sure there is some AI involved. So,
oh come on, you can just look at the banners. Don't you think I paid the designer to do them?
No,
it's obvious.
Coders, designers, they're all a prompt away.
Yes, at the beginning, if I may, in the beginning, Copilot was not at the height of Claude Code at all.
Mm-hmm.
And today, I personally use mainly Copilot with ChatGPT 5.4.
Oh, good.
And Claude Code, limits. That's like, come on, we just started talking.
Right.
What's going on here?
It's such a tease,
it's impossible.
isn't it? It teases you. It's like you just
Totally.
you just got through your first drinks, and you're ready to order a meal, and it's like, oh no, sorry.
What you're up to? And then if you start, then you go to Copilot anyway. And Copilot today is inside VS Code is awesome. I cannot say much about Visual Studio because still I'm not sure it's. Anyway, VS Code is awesome.
Nice.
Good. We did not pay him to say that, so
no. I would have paid him to
really.
say the CLI is awesome because I spend all of my time on the command line now. I do occasionally. I tried to type in VS Code when I was recording something yesterday. Couldn't do it. I was all thumbs.
Yep. So much good stuff, and we're all in. If that wasn't clear from this story, these numbers. So if there's anything you want to know in that area, please know. Jump on the Mauiverse Discord, Mauiverse Discord. Come talk to us. I'm gonna skip over this one. Actually, I'll just touch on it briefly. This is a stream that Jacob and Shane and me on our team did on Friday, last Friday. And this is all about Maui Devflow, actually, about Devflow. And the CLI, you can see it right there, where we are kind of like vibe coding, whatever that means these days, a Maui app with the help of AI. And we were actually trying to build the Mauiverse app in there. So we got there a little bit. We need to do a follow-up. I think our times don't really match. There's kind of like the result. It looks pretty good. David has a little cameo in there as well. So we need to follow up with this. And again, if this is something that you find interesting or not, please let us know, and we can do it more often and whatever you want to see here. But we were talking about releases. We also have .NET 11 Preview 3. David, what's all in there?
I think the thing people were waiting most for was the pin groupings / whatever, the maps work. However, my favorite, the pin clustering, that's the word, clustering, grouping. My favorite is the long press gesture.
Ooh.
So you know what? Of all the long press gestures, this is the first one I've gotten to actually work. So
What?
Good job.
Copilot.
Whatever it takes. I'm all about the outcomes.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. No, I did this one together with Copilot. Absolutely. It was about time that we got this in the box. So here it is.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously tons of things in there. The velocity on Xcode updates is much higher. We're able to handle the service releases coming out of Apple pretty much fully automated in most cases, is what I'm hearing and seeing. And so Preview 4 is going to be coming out this following week, unless things happen. Future's unknowable. But I'm pretty sure I just heard that the latest Xcodes are coming there, as well as the next 10 service release. So that is very exciting. And you'll see that we have continued work on the runtime for Core CLR. I am hearing some very positive performance numbers. So I'm excited to get the latest benchmarks, and I will be including that in our blog post coming out with Preview 4. So be on the lookout for that. Tell your friends. It's going to be a big one.
Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everyone. Cool. We keep coming back to Nick. I think you actually wrote a blog post here with the pin clustering, which is a little bit further down. So definitely go check out that one as well, which is, again, fabrication, a collaboration of me and Copilot, because we had a bunch of stuff that we wanted to get to for maps, which should just be in the box if it were up to me. And now it's up to me because I can basically do this for free and do this on the side. Clustering, clustering groups, handle cluster tabs, platform notes, try it out. We got a sample because those come for free now as well.
And there's a comment on there from
David.
What's this? Ader. Fair comment that hey, why don't we have a native map on Windows anymore? Because we had one with UWP. And we're a cross-platform, so we provide what the platforms provide. And there is a Bing's map that is now part of WinUI 3, but it is web-based, which doesn't... Handler.
Azure Maps. Bing
Azure
Maps is deprecated. Now it's Azure Maps.
Bazure Maps?
Bazure. Whatever. It's Maps on Windows.
And so it doesn't meet everybody's needs. Of course, you have Esri and you have other fantastic partners out there. What is that one that we can never pronounce correctly?
Mapsui?
Mapsui. That's
whatever.
The one. Mapsui. Very popular one.
I was thinking it was Maps UI.
I think it is Maps UI.
I
but,
don't. I think it's not. Anyway, we need to invite this person
know,
over.
Well, we could
tell
ask. We could ask a related question: is it Drawn UI, or is it
Drawn UI?
Drawn UI?
Well, actually, Drawn UI uses Maps UI. That's why I wanted to tell you, you can just grab an existing code that is just C#. You take it and you incorporate it inside Maui, and you take Maps UI to work on Windows for .NET MAUI. Easy pie.
Easy.
Oh.
Wow.
Maps UI.
No.
All right. So we
Okay.
Linux, whatever.
Whatever.
All right, cool.
Up to them.
So yeah, lots of things happening there as well. .11 Preview 3. Of course, Community Toolkit. Actually, this is already outdated. Is it on here? 2 hours ago. New release. It might be waiting on me to push it to actual NuGet, but yeah, there should be a new release either now or right after the stream. Of course, their stream is also right after the stream on the .NET Foundation channel, so go check that out. New release incoming, but they are still working on cool things here as well that are coming to your .NET MAUI project. So lots and lots and lots of new releases. Also, SkiaSharp. New major release in years. Do you know? Well, I was going to ask, do you know more about this? But I think so.
Yeah, huge release. So I think like 2.5 years worth of SkiaSharp updates. I mean, Google is always adding and changing, and like weekly, monthly, something. But you know, there's only. We don't need to take every single one, just like you don't necessarily take every single update from .NET MAUI. Although we would love you to. We always want you to be taking the most recent release. And when you come and tell us that you don't like something about .NET MAUI and we discover that you're using .NET 8, it makes us cry. We get together as a team. We break out the Kleenex. It's a very sad time. So please use the latest. So we have a new maintainer partnering with us on SkiaSharp. And that is the Uno platform. So Uno has joined us, and we're super excited to have them. They have already been working with us to provide Android bindings, which has been very helpful for all of us. And now they are also joining us on SkiaSharp. So yeah, 4.0's out. There are performance improvements. There are some feature improvements. I don't know that there's like a major wow feature improvement, but the bulk of, I mean, that's cool right there. The bulk of quality fixes and the incremental performance, can't say no to that. So very cool stuff. And along with it, I think you're showing the Fiddler thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that what this is? So
Fiddle.
my understanding is they were like, hey, we really want to build a Fiddler thing. I just heard this story from Matthew. And he was like, hey, why don't you go ask Copilot? And within a few moments later, you now have Fiddler. But Matthew also put together a wonderful gallery for SkiaSharp and has updated the SkiaSharp website. I guess we still call them websites, even if it's a GitHub generated thingy. So very cool stuff. SkiaSharp is super important, easily the most actively used and adopted library that we maintain.
Yep. Looks like they have an event coming on June 30th as well. So if this is something you're interested in, sign up, platform.uno/SkiaSharp.
And I think one of their speakers is Nick. Nick, are you speaking at this thing? No, you're not? Oh, they didn't ask you?
They should. Uno,
well, I don't know. But does Drawn UI use Drawn UI? Does Drawn UI use SkiaSharp?
SkiaSharpie?
So yeah, there you go.
I see Jonathan Dick of our team is on here. Matthew Leibowitz is on here. Michael Stone is good friend of the show. Morten Nielsen. Oh my goodness. All these amazing names for next time.
But not Nick. We need to get Nick on there.
Yep. Oh, Javier, cool.
Not at all. I'm just, a silly consumer, I may say.
Silly. Cool. So lots of other stuff on here. One thing I would want to highlight, David, if you have something to highlight, please speak soon. Maui Labs, we did an entire episode on the last month. However, I want to point something else because last Friday when we did that stream on vibe coding an app, of course, the question came up. I'm kind of disappointed it's not in the chat right now. Where's the Linux support? We got Linux support. We brought you Linux support. It's here. Under platforms, we got Linux GDK. Here it is. Boom, little penguin and everything. We're done. This is peak Maui. We can't take it any further. So no, this is like Maui Labs is our place to kind of like run experiments, mostly because I tweeted this out. I posted this out yesterday. And there were some concerned customers in the community who were like, oh, why are you doing this? We have our reasons. We can spend the whole episode talking about those. But please focus on the core product. We do. This does not take away from the core product. This is
C service release 6.
C service release 6. Exactly. We would not be able to even think about this if it wasn't for all the Copilot stuff and everything the power that we have there now. People are spending their free time on this. Like, this is not even necessarily, that is for our whole team, and that has been the case for years. They are spending more hours than they are contractually obligated to. Our team is really great. So please, I understand your concerns. There's no need to be concerned. Okay. So we got Linux, we got Mac OS, we got that one too. So like proper Mac OS, if you will, not just kind of like the Mac Catalyst that we have. And one of the great examples, not Shiny is good too, is Sherpa. And Sherpa uses this. I actually opened a PR earlier today to move this from the unofficial packaging to the official packaging that we have now. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Like, this is proper Mac OS running on the liquid class that I love. This looks amazing. And that's what you can do now, powered by Maui as well. Cool stuff. And WPF. Did I mention WPF already? WPF is on there. We're doing crazy things. It's a whole new world. So lots of experiments going on here. Coming out of this, you will see a lot more.
All right. So the two experiments. Go back.
Oh, sorry. Go back. Oh, sorry.
The two experiments that I have been doing in the Maui labs, in addition to DevFlow is in there, and I've been improving DevFlow. The Maui CLI is in there. I've been doing things with the Maui CLI. Is Comet. So you may remember Comet from like 2000, the year. And it's been updated with a variety of things. So taking all the things.
2000? 2000 is like 26 years ago.
2020.
Whew. Okay.
Well,
yeah, we got it.
Is that before you were born?
No, it's, well, yes, actually.
Okay, so yeah, but inspired by what Maui Reactor has, by what Swift UI has, and a ton of other things, updated Comet, and then replaced all the layout with Yoga layout. It now has design tokens. It has modifiers. It has a whole new reactive system for state and state management, all kinds of things. And so one of the other experiments that I did, because I wanted to see, like, just A, could I do it? But B, is it any better than anything else? Has been to take it and do file-based app. So I built something called Comet Go. And so Maui is the underneath layer, right? But not all the MVVM, data binding, all that stuff. All that middle bit is gone, and it's Comet layer and then native platform layer. So what Comet Go does, can you go to like the README for it?
Where is it?
Source.
Oh, there we go.
Source Go. So if you've ever used Expo for React Native, which I think they actually renamed to Go, which is where this name comes from, because AI does not do great with new names. It's a single file. And so that's all. There's no CS prods. There's no nothing else. So I did this, I don't know, like a month ago or something. And you use the command line. You do a Maui Go create to create it. You do a Maui Go to serve it up. And then you have an app running on your phone. You scan a QR code and your code is running on your phone.
Impressive.
It's super fun. It's very fast because you just save the file and it updates. It's not using debugging. It's not using the traditional hot reload pipeline or anything. I did, and so Nick, you might be interested in this. So one of the things that I have been asking for and hoping we can do more with is an overlay in the app to show the actual state of hot reload, because it's not just, is it working, is it not working, but did it work, but you didn't actually rerun the code, because that method has to get recalled, right? And so there's all kinds of observability things that need to happen. And so with Go and with Comet and with other experiments, I have been working on ideas to feed to the engineering team to hopefully inspire some better solutions for hot reload in general, which also brings up Hot Reload Sentinel, which I have talked about before, but I don't know that I've ever demoed it. Hot Reload Sentinel is an MCP that you can run with Copilot. It will monitor the edit and continue log files, and it will actually say, hey, I saw you did a hot reload. Did it work? And you can tell it yes or no. And you can do troubleshooting, diagnostics. It'll fix your file encoding if that's the problem. It'll fix your hot reload if it can. And it will also file issues on your behalf. So that's up on my GitHub somewhere. All right, Gerald, move on. We're halfway through. We need to get to
I know. Alan Ritchie, always great stuff. Wrote a new blog post. I don't know if I put the URL.
We talked enough about Alan last month.
We talked enough about it. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Pin clustering, Swift.NET bindings, really cool. Really cool.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
While we touched the subject of hot reload,
Oh no.
Will there be any simple MD file released about hot reload, how to support it at its best?
How to support hot reload at its best?
With custom controls, yeah, because we have open discussions and open issues that went to backlog, like people were asking how to, for example, update their own custom controls data templates that we're not updating upon hot reload. And this is closed source and nobody knows anything, and people have to just decompile stuff to understand how it works.
Well, we should have you talk to the people on our team, mostly in Prague, who are working on some of these hot reload things. And in particular, in the Maui SDK, Maui library, whatever we call it, we have some extension points that are there but not enabled. And we're talking about how we can best surface those things so that you as developers, you as library maintainers can utilize them. There are certainly some things in the closed source that are, I want to say fundamentally broken, but I may be wrong. I mean, they're not working as I want them to work. But there's still more that we can just put more control in your hands and not try to do everything ourselves. So
is this necessary to have this closed source? Because from the community side, we have, not complaints, but concerns about hot reload not always behaving as it should.
Yeah.
And it's obvious that with open source, with community support, everything would be fixed and when it's just several people on it that don't have all the working cases of it, they just test on their own apps, like, David, it's working. David is passing the project along because it was working.
Yeah. Well, and that's part of what the Sentinel is there for, is to create the observability to get that information back to the team who doesn't have that context. But in terms of closed source versus open source, it's so deep in the debugger and in the Visual Studio extensions that those are not going to be open source. There's no plans to open source them. So we need to do the best we can and do as much as we can in Maui.
And just last question then, while I'm here.
Yeah.
The last time after my questions. So let's say it's okay. It stays closed source forever. But is it possible, engineeringly speaking, just to support interfaces there instead of hard-coded MAUI classes? Because if you hard-code MAUI class inside, like you say, it's gonna be a visual element, and you expect a visual element. So a custom control creator must subclass visual element to be able to insert himself in the site hot reload. This is a concern because he would like, for example, create, I don't know, a drone handler, a totally virtual control. He doesn't want to subclass this class, but maybe just bindable object or maybe something else. And we're ready to implement interfaces for that. Why not? This will open for the community the hot reload system.
Yeah. So the proposal that we've been discussing is interfaces, so that you can put it on whatever you want to put it on. Yeah.
Super happy to hear that.
Good. Well, that's good validation for us to know that it makes you happy.
Yeah, and if this is something you're interested in, if you're not on there, get on the Mauiverse Discord, I guess. And then, you're on there because we've been talking there. And then we'll probably put you in touch with the right people there. And you can hopefully be someone that actually shapes this solution, right? So let's definitely be in touch about that. Okay, so really quickly, cool updates from our friends at Telerik. SyncFusion.
They value our privacy.
They value our privacy. Still, I'm going to reject it. Building chat applications without a MAUI chat. So cool UI control that they're highlighting here. SyncFusion, of course, our friend since forever. A little post about state management, view models, app stores, whatever. Really cool stuff. So lots of good things this month in the community. But David, do you have anything to add still? Are we?
No, I want to get to Nick. I want to get to.
All right, Nick, are you ready? And then I'll show.
I was not ready.
Wait. Let's make this a smooth transition. There we go. And no one's gonna notice. Oh, you have to remove it first. Okay. Well, StreamYard is not working with me. There we go. Nick, because you've been doing cool things as well with SkiaSharp, Rust inside of Maui apps. I see in here. What cool things can you show us?
Well, before you show us anything, hang on. Tell us who you are. Where did you come from?
Good point.
Well, I'm a long time. Here you're speaking to a long time Xamarin user, Xamarin lover. Xamarin changed my life. Xamarin gave me food. Xamarin gave me a job, and well, it means something to me. So then I ported my clients from Xamarin to Maui, and here we go. And then also I must say that as a freelancer, I try to reuse things. I don't have this possibility, to switch stuff, to change, because I must go very fast and reuse existing controls, reuse existing tech. So when I heard the problem, I tried to overcome it. That's why Drone UI finally was born, because when I had to recreate something that was given to me in Figma, when client required some pixel perfect design, you just say yes. You take the money and you say yes. And after that, so what you do, you start drawing. First, I started drawing with native controls, with superposition, and you imagine how it went on Android, for example, in recycled cells lists. It was laggy. So then I replaced cells with canvases. The client was super happy, and I understood this was the way to go. And after that, the total list became drawn as an organic transition, I may say. So I'm dogfooding Maui. I'm dogfooding SkiaSharp. I make money of it. I'm the pure consumer. That's why I say about SkiaSharp that I'm just a consumer, guys. I consume. Okay, so about interesting stuff to show. This Rust thing, if I may say, that was born when I was thinking about how to improve more drone UI in terms of levels. I was thinking that levels could be in text, could be measured and calculated more efficiently, maybe in Rust. So I made some experiments. Maybe I will touch this later, but this just this ended with a workflow that suddenly has led us to compile in one step both Rust code and MAUI code, and I was very this was a Copilot work, of course, and I was very surprised by the fact that we could compile in just one step both Rust and both MAUI C#, and I just wanted to share it. I could demonstrate very quickly. I think we have the screen. Oh, no, we don't have it yet. We will move it. Okay, here it is. So these are quote-unquote side-by-side C# and Rust. I'll just show you quickly that. So in the right, you have the single solution, very easy. So basically, you have your .NET MAUI project. With the workflow, you install those required folders. Simply, you get your default pbars, and you put your public exportable Rust code inside. You would see that with code generators, we would be able to call this code easily from C# because it would be auto-generated. For example, so here we're gonna just, I'm not a Rust guy, I'm a Copilot guy, so today. So we will change Rust code up to my connaissance, up to my knowledge. And we will compile this. And you would see that we could finally, when this compiles, we would be able to call a new function from C# named double-me, and it would be executed in Rust. So today with Copilot, it's very, very easy. You install this workflow via a .NET tool. Then you plug in your AI, your Copilot. You tell him, come on, create me Rust function doing this and this and this. Super effective, super memory effective, super safe. I'm a modern programmer, stuff like that. And then you use it inside MAUI and you compile this in one step. You have a MAUI project that uses Rust, and then you go with your demo on a hackathon, whatever. And then you put in your resume that you're a Rust guy now. So
yeah, of course.
you have all the perks and stuff, and you show the project. It's like, here is my project. I code in Rust now. I'm all modern.
Gerald's doing it right now. Gerald's doing it.
Yeah, I'm just following along.
Okay, so this was a rather fun thing, but probably a useful scenario, probably a useful workflow that I wanted to share. Nothing fancy, but it was a very convenient and easy way to use Rust for someone who was all the time just C#. It's the easiest way, I think.
We got somebody in the chat here asking what your font is. What's your font?
Arial.
That's just Arial?
Arial.
All right. Nothing
That's just Arial.
Super fancy.
Okay. Okay, so we go to some more for everyone who might think of using it. Maybe a topic which might seem difficult from the start, but today with Copilot, it's not difficult for anyone. Basically, so what's going on here? You have this article explaining the app and the drone control coming behind. You have already ready media pipe landmarks model plugged in. So what you can do, you take this app. Here I explain how to plug other models. This project uses these nuggets, these bindings from Mr. Howard Hood. So if you have any issues with bindings, you just create a PR or an issue inside this repository. But I think today with Copilot, you just create a PR and you fix your problems. And then you go to Google and you imagine what you can create. So we used face landmarker, but you instead, maybe you're gonna create some fancy, I don't know, accessibility app that will be controlled by gestures. For example, some people with that use gestures for talking, or for example, they're sitting in the chair and they just can move fingers or something. You can create even games with that. Same goes for pose landmarker. You can help people to rehabilitate, for example, and your app could support them. Like, here you go, you're doing it correctly. Same goes for sport applications. You can create a sport application, detect if the person does it right or not. So this opens you some new horizons, I think. Also, you might want to locally detect objects, classify images, like is it an obscene scene, is it okay? To, for example, I don't know, comply your chat application with App Store, so you don't get banned because some folks there shared some explicit content and you passed it away. I have had such examples in my practice. People had their accounts banned just because they were not aware that someone somewhere, and they didn't use any API to classify images sent as attachments. And another thing you could create, well, these are apps you could, in theory, monetize. Audio classifier. So what you could do, you go here again, you take this article, it uses Skia control also, but it analyzes audio. So basically, you take the code from here that grabs the audio that is incoming, and you send it to ML. And let's see what kind of apps you could create. Here is what this ML can detect. So I was thinking, for example, you see here, cheering, applause, crowd. For example, you could create an app that notes whether this was a success. I mean, for example, to measure success of artists, of theater, drama, something like that, based on applause, based on cheering, based on the crowd, for example. Also, you can detect if your neighbor's dog is barking. I don't know, auto send anything, whatever. I will not tell it. I will not tell it. My neighbor's dog is barking. You do something with the app. Other apps could detect babies crying, children crying. For example, you're away from home. You have left your child with your nanny. You could measure the performance of the nanny without a camera. Total privacy. You just analyze sound with AI. How many times my baby cried? And well, sound analyzing can be monetized. For example, mosquito. I don't know. You hear the sound of a mosquito, something shoots toward the sound. So here in those articles, you have a working code you can grab and reuse for profit. This is what I wanted to share regarding the AI, because technically speaking, we will not here dig inside the code. All those apps, they use drone control Skia camera. Will not also touch it in deep. This is its repository. It's open source, supports Android, OS, and Windows, and Mac Catalyst also. It allows you to apply effects in real time to still photos and to video that is being recorded in real time. So what you see is what you get. If you are recording a video with filters applied and switch them in real time, you will get this video recorded as is, making you a super director. I don't know, you switch filters while you look inside the camera. You could see how this camera is used in the App Store and Google Play. For example, this application is inside App Store. It switches filters in real time for photos. When I have time, I would maybe implement video filters. It's just there's so much to do, so much we have to do in this short life that we don't have time for this. Another professional app for professional photographers who are shooting mainly black and white, you should see them. Those are from outer world, people from outer world. Here, camera is partly native and now partly Skia camera, because this application was ported from Xamarin from very, very, very long ago. I first created in Xamarin, then it went to Maui. So you can imagine this was Maui Grid at the time of Xamarin. Now it's all drone, of course. And speaking of drones, so I would like to, please tell me if I'm talking too fast. And
no, it's good.
Speaking of drone, I would like to show you something. How we can use drone UI in real life. Introduction. Okay. Maybe so. I will find the application. It will take me 1 minute, and while I'm looking for it, Gerald, David, maybe you would say something, and I will look for the app on my disk.
Are we gonna do a little dance, David, or are we gonna sing? Did we do the duet we studied? Bum 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 Maui bum 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 bum. No, all right, it's all right.
I just want to be as quiet as possible and see what you do. Now this is absolutely cool. Like I have a language learning app. I don't know why I need to reintroduce it every time. Maybe there's somebody new here that doesn't know that I have this app. And I have a reading view, and so it needs to highlight words as it goes. And sync with audio, and then of course I can change the size of the text and everything. And I tried to build it a number of ways, but the way that worked the best was the Skia way. So when I use SkiaSharp and I set my Copilot to work on it, it was super effective, and it worked very smoothly. Racebox companion app for
okay, so I'm ready. I will show you the code inside Visual Studio. Also, I would like to note, just to share, today I just love creating apps for Windows, for Maui Windows, because on Windows, first you get the responsive way. It's not like at good old times when you publish, you make your screenshots for iPad and you're like, oh my God, this is my app on iPad. So you can see right now, you can see right now if your app is responsive or not. This is screens tabs lazy loading. That's why on the first load, when you launch the app, they don't show it once. After that, they launch. This was also a Xamarin app, then ported to Maui, and finally totally redrawn. Those are all drone controls, SkiaSharp everywhere. This is Skia decorated grid inside Skia scroll, stuff like that. These are recycled cells here. You could even see Skia Maps UI here. And some interesting things I would like to show you just quickly. You could download this app for iOS, for example, and obviously it works with a Bluetooth device. But you can go to settings, click on demo mode, and then you would have this to connect to some mock service. And clicking here, secret place, you would just load pre-recorded racings.
Where was the secret place?
Just this
Okay,
this goat.
just the circle. All right, good.
Yes. So why I am showing this? Because the device is working at a high frequency. All this is made in XAML with bindings that tend to work on main thread, every binding. So you just imagine every control, several properties. You multiply this by the number of controls, by the number of properties, and by the number of property changes. So in the end, if you have a high frequency of data flow from a Bluetooth device, this all starts lag, and you better not switch tabs. So finally, this was fixed by the fact that I created some small trick. I'm not calling on property changed. I'm calling on property change smart that adds the property name to a hash set with string, and then with delete, if not called again, they are called at maximum, I think, like 10 FPS. So then you have this animation, it's all right. But for example, for let's say 5 calls of property changed, you only redraw UI for 1 call. And this solves many issues I think we had. I don't know about today, but we had them on Android at some point when people were saying like Android is lagging when starting and stuff. This was, in my opinion, personal. I know some people might disagree. This was property changing, redrawing many calls. So another very interesting thing here I would like to show you is the PDF creation in XAML. So of course, the client would ask you to create a PDF. You would not want to draw it on the Skia canvas just by hand, you know. So we will create a PDF file, define our report there. How many seconds do I have left?
You could go for a little bit longer. That's fine. Just finish whatever you were talking about.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, while you're pulling up things, there is someone over on the Twitch side that's asking, is there any resources for drawn controls? With which I mean, I guess you mean the SkiaSharp stuff?
And I don't have time for this, right? I should finish then, because this is the most important part.
It's all right. We can go a few minutes over. That's fine.
Just 1 second. So look, here we have a report data. Okay, we'll touch this later. Maybe one day Gerald will make an article about this. This XAML defines a PDF file that will be exported to A4 paper. This is just XAML. I draw nothing manually. I define here where I want my stuff to be drawn, blah, blah, blah. So, port full. Yeah, I can show it. Look, so we go here. since this is a debug version, it will show export PDF. It will show in Windows normally, or it's not debug version. Okay, it will not work here, unfortunately. I wanted to show you the report, but never mind, not this time. So, okay, this subject, I covered it, let's say. Maybe we would show it someday later. Now, about drone controls. Very quickly. This application comes with the drone UI repo. It demonstrates that it's totally drone. It's just one canvas. On Windows and on my Catalyst, you have gestures supported, pointer gestures supported. That's why we're using XAML triggers here just to change, the effect when. Again, and this is a Skia layout ROP. So, and those buttons are defined as item source and data templates that drawn from item source, so not manually. Very convenient. Inside is Skia scroll, so this is totally drawn. And now, when you look at this, you're like, okay, where do I start? This is a little bit complicated. You would maybe go to okay. They closed too. I will show you just a second where we would go. Where's my browser? Sorry for taking time.
That's all
You
right.
like corn?
Yeah, I bit. Okay. So the site is droneui.net. Here you have tutorials. I will just show you Blazor right now because it's totally, the code is totally same as for Maui. So Blazor will be ready hopefully soon. Those are tutorials that are present for Maui. They're rendered with totally same code. This tutorial is for the custom button, how to create a custom button. So after that, you would see that it's super easy, my point of view. Another tutorial here regarding interactive cards in XAML and in Fluent, how you want to do them. Same in Maui, totally same code. And the news feed, this is for those who want to have drone recycled cells in Maui. This is a never-ending list because it has load more. Those cells that are loaded are measured in code behind on background thread, then drawn on SkiaSharp canvas. This is a drone scroll, drone cells. And you have a tutorial backing up this.
And these are all controls that you have used in production apps, and then they become part of your library.
Totally. We don't have time for this, but I've been given several apps that I, after that, ported to Maui. They started as Xamarin, and I replaced totally recycled list views and collection views with drone. And it was, clients were like, oh my God. Yeah. Thank you, Nick. Yeah. Nick, thank you.
Even back in Xamarin Forums, when people are like, hey, I need my lists to be as fast as possible. We're like, yeah, you need to use SkiaSharp. And
Yes.
they would, they would just usually not listen to us. Keep trying to get blood from a stone with native list controls.
So here you come with layouts, and you're not afraid of SkiaSharp anymore. You're not afraid of the canvas because you just in Maui you use XAML. You place your ski layout, your stock, your row. You place it inside. You place your controls. They support gestures. You're totally comfortable with the canvas after that, and you're ready to create some custom stuff. You're not afraid of canvas anymore.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. If you've been hesitant to use Skia for things because you feel like you're going to have to learn a drawing from scratch, pixels and coordinates and anchor points and all that sort of thing, don't be afraid because Nick has all the controls you need right here. Awesome.
Totally.
Well, this is super great, man. Yeah, super great. Awesome.
And we will finish. So these are like teasers because our Blazor version is almost ready. You even can create some gaming material. This is just, I was thinking, so the new SkiaSharp version 4 brings SK Mesh. So imagine, so we detect those landmarks on the face. Then we create a projection, and we can really apply something nicely looking on the face using this this new.
What's wrong with my face? Well, you saying I need to replace my face?
No. Okay. This
Gerald, this is how you're finally going to get a beard.
Yes. This one you have it.
Can't wait.
All right, Space Shooter.
This one you have it running on Maui just to compare that. I lost my cursor. There's game here. So basically, you have a game that runs on Windows, Android, and iOS. After that, you take this code and you insert it in Blazor. This runs also on full screen. And another etude. We'll finish with this one, I think. The canvas supports full screen. The canvas supports not only mouse but keyboard. We meet the ghost that tells us that the streaming is over and we should kill him. Okay, the ghost is dead. Okay, and basically, like I told Gerald, you take this code after you publish it to web, and you reuse it in Maui, and after that you say, "I'm a mobile developer." So if you're into Blazor all the time, if you're on the web, you reuse this code on Android, on iOS, and you're a mobile developer. And Maui is ready for your code being ported from Blazor, and Blazor is now and very soon ready for your drone code being ported from Maui.
Love it.
Hopefully someday we could reuse XAML in Blazor, or maybe this would take another form. This would be just Maui web. Totally doable, just need some time to do that.
Well, we have something that we can show you at another time that does exactly that. So that's cool.
Finally.
Very cool. Yeah.
Finally.
Here's the ghost.
Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff, Nick. Thank you so much for sharing all of this. And we're already over time. So thank you all so much for joining. Just the last little bit here, May 29th, Maui Day in Poland. First time in Poland. We already done stuff in London, in Cologne. I don't even know all the places, but now for the first time in Poland. David's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Jacob from our team is going to be there. Stefan from our team is going to be there, and a bunch of other cool people. Kodrina, Damien, Lucas, Mark Allabone, friend of the show, Stefan, to talk about.
Nick, you should go.
You should go.
Sure thing. Thank you for having me. It was an honor.
Yes. No, it was great. I absolutely. I've always watched your content, your presentations. Absolutely love it. And I think
Thank you.
I'm gonna replace all my controls.
Draw.
You're
I'm going
welcome.
drawn Sui from here on out.
Drone Sue.
Everything. It's now also Maui. Maui.
Maui.
Oh,
Maui.
okay.
Whee!
That comes from this.
All right. Thanks so much for joining. Next month, we will be back on the first Thursday of the month, which is, I don't know, but it's going to be in June. And we'll see you then for the next time. Thank you for joining. See you then.
Bye-bye.
Are you going to end, David? Are you pressing that?
Here it comes.